Hey everybody, it is I, Super Paul Games, and welcome back to Aviary Attorney. So, right now, Cocorico is hostage of the rebels, and they want to shoot him. So Falcon has gone to interrupt this, and he's like, wait, please don't shoot him. Prior to that, we sent Sparrowson to go get help, but we don't know how long it'll take Sparrowson to get help. So Falcon is like, this isn't just, because these rebels are all talking about we want real justice. Just shooting him isn't justice, there's been no trial. So who should Falcon appeal to? Do we appeal to Fontaine the dog, Piero the parrot, or the Friar Remus? I'm going to pick Friar Remus, and there's a reason for this, and I want to explain it. Is I know Remus seems like a really bad guy, and he is, and his brother was that horrible corrupt judge, but I think Remus is a man of the cloth, and who gave us the book about Samson the judge. Maybe he would really care about, if you're going to have justice, that you do it right. I mean, if we're going to look at the Bible story of Samson, you know, Samson fucked up in the end because he didn't listen to what he was supposed to do rule-wise from God, so let's go appeal to Friar Remus.
Friar Remus, you are a man of God. Surely you don't approve of this sort of mob violence? I see no issue. The good book is full of stories of violence. Joshua ransacked the city of Jericho. Ehud and the judges were ruthless assassins. Samson killed thousands before meeting his fate. Well, sure, but that's the Old Testament. What would Jesus say about this?
He would say, I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. Matthew 10:34.
Oh, damn.
Oh, maybe that didn't work because he's not religious.
Do you see, Falcon? This man's death is inevitable. For the good of France and in the name of justice, he must be killed.
Justice? There's that word again.
Cocorico, you can't out-lawyer me when I'm trying to save you.
Madam, I wouldn't presume to know who you are or what you stand for, but shooting this man right now would not bring you justice. It would only serve to satisfy your desire for revenge. Justice? Revenge? What's the difference?
Oh, there's a big difference. Fairness. I could say due process, but is she going to give a shit about due process when due process fucked her dad over? She's not thinking rationally, so we're going to talk about fairness. She wants to have what is fair. She's like, it's not fair what happened to my dad, so we're going to say fairness. We're going to call upon her sense of fairness.
Fairness, madame. Justice offers the accused a chance to defend themselves, so it ensures both sides are treated as equals. My father was not treated as an equal. Then maybe this is your opportunity to be the better person?
Yeah, you got to her, Falcon.
Madame, surely you aren't entertaining the words of this heathen?
Fine, Falcon. We'll play it your way. We shall have a formal trial for the murder of Croque-Monsieur. Excellent. Shall we head back to my office and file the necessary papers then? Don't take me for a fool. You'll walk us right into a trap. We shall have the trial right here and now.
Uh-oh.
Right here in the catacombs? But I need to collect evidence, and there needs to be a judge, and the weird judges and the jury. It's as good a place as any. I suppose we'll be needing a judge, though.
I volunteer.
No thanks, Piero. We're trying to form a courtroom, not a circus.
Oh, man, burn, Piero.
Just, go see how security is doing, Piero. We don't want any more spies wandering in.
Yeah, Quark, you might want to fire him.
Rightio.
Perhaps I can help, madame.
You know, I am a pious man, after all. I'm the most pious man I know.
Okay, Remus, you can be our judge, and I will lead the prosecution.
Well, that doesn't sound good. We know he's corrupt as butts. Well, at least his brother was.
What about the jury? With due respect, I don't trust your peers to be impartial. Look around you. As we speak, we are being watched and judged by countless dead men and women. They shall be our jury.
How's that work, Beaumont? How? Are they going to be like, oh, I'm a ghost, I vote guilty. I vote not guilty. We're a hung jury because we literally got hung.
I'm well hung.
Get away from me, you pervert.
That might work as a metaphor, but in practical terms... In practical terms, it's me you have to convince, Falcon. Convince me that this bird is not guilty.
You're the prosecution! Aw, shit, some big butts.
After all, I'm the one who holds the gun.
Well, it looks like we're ready to get started. Ahem. The trial of Severin Cocorico is underway. He stands accused of the murder of the man named as Croque Monsieur. Murder of the man known as Croque Monsieur in cold blood. Madame Beaumont, please explain the details of what happened.
Very well. Last night at the stroke of midnight, 2 gunshots were heard on the Rue des Marzats. Pierrot alerted us, and we managed to arrive before the police did. On the scene, I saw a man known as Croque Monsieur, a good friend of ours, lying in a pool of his own blood. Standing over the body, I saw the murderer, Severin Cocorico, still clutching his murder weapon. Am I to understand that you did not witness the crime firsthand then, madame? You only saw the aftermath? Yes, but one of us did happen to see the incident itself.
Pierre did? See, Madame Beaumont, I found this pigeon running around our tunnels.
Oh, damn it, Sparrowson.
Hey, I am no sparrow, monsieur. Or pigeon, I'm a sparrow. I got confused. There's a spy in any case, am I right? What say I execute him right now?
It's alright. He's with me.
With you?
He's my assistant. He carries my bags and stuff. Falcon, I trust you do not have any other assistants lurking around the corner? No, madame? I sadly do not. Then take your lackey out of my sight.
Oh man, I hope we have enough information.
Psst, Falcon! What is it? I saw someone lurking in the catacombs. I think he was watching us from the shadows.
Who could it be? Could it be Volarte, the officer of the law?
Another rebel? I don't know. But he got spooked when he saw me. He dropped this. What is this, a political pamphlet?
Could it be a Romulus, the brother? Could it be a Porcupine Man? Cult pamphlet has been added to your evidence folder.
Well, I best be getting back to the patrol's den.
Not so fast, Piero. You witnessed the crime firsthand, did you not?
I did, ma'am.
Then you can be our first witness. Go stand in the center.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So, do I say an oath or something?
That wouldn't be necessary. We trust you.
No, you have to do an oath. That's the court thing we learned.
Just tell us what you saw last night, Piero.
The okie dokie. I saw it as plain as day. The Croque Show was just minding his own business on the Rue de Marzats when all of a sudden the brute of a rooster appeared with his gun in his hand. Bammo! The rooster fired, the Croque slumped to the floor. Using the last of his strength, Croque Monsieur drew his own gun. Bam! The Croque fired back.
So to clarify, Cocorico shot first?
Yes, ma'am. No question there.
Well, did you know it was Cocorico, or was it just any old rooster? Because Voltaire, the officer of the law, is a rooster as well.
What happened next?
Well, I knew you guys, Fontaine, Remus, and you, ma'am, were only a stone's throw away at the cathedral, so I ran for your help. We arrived back in the scene maybe a minute after I left.
And there I saw the dead Croque Monsieur and the murderous Severin Cocorico with my own eyes. Thank you for your report, Piero.
Said nothing, ma'am.
You see, Falcon, Piero is not the sharpest knife in the kitchen.
Hey, what are you saying? True that, I guess.
But he is honest to a fault, and I would trust his word with my own life. I don't doubt the man's honesty, madame. Nonetheless, I would like to cross-examine the witness.
Come on, we gotta save Cocorico.
Cross-examine? What does that mean?
How are you the prosecutor if you don't know any of the court shit?
I didn't claim to be an expert of the law, but that was always my brother's role in the family. But I think a cross-examination means that Falcon would like to waste our time by asking pointless questions. Actually, it means I would like to make sure that Piero's story holds up under scrutiny. Yes, I will be asking questions, but only questions that directly relate to the case.
Clearly a pointless story tactic, madame. Shall we put an end to the trial?
You sound a lot like your brother, Remus.
No, we will let the bird have his little cross-examination. But I am warning you, Falcon, don't mess with me. Don't mess with you? Oh man, I'm messing with people. If I get the slightest inkling you are rambling to stall for time, I will end this trial on the spot. Do I make myself clear? Start questioning Cocorico's shoe size or the color of Croque Monsieur's underwear, and I will lose my patience. Yeah, I get it. Hey, what color was his underwear? It was probably brown after he got shot. Ew.
Cross-examination! Select a statement to question. Oh, this is the part that I'm traditionally not really good at. We can say he saw it plain as day. The Croque was minding his own business on the Rue de Massot, when all of a sudden the rooster appeared with a gun in his hand. Bam. The rooster fired. The Croque slumped to the floor. Using the last of his strength, the Croque drew his own gun, and bam. I am curious about both plain as day and bam. Could he see it clearly, number one? And how did he shoot back when he was already shot? Was he injured? And if he shot, why wasn't Cocorico hurt? Which one do we go with first? Let's go with... Oh. Let's go with plain as day. It is a dark alley.
You claim you saw the incident plain as day?
Yes, plain as day.
The crime occurred at night.
Piero, I would like to remind you that this crime occurred around midnight in February on an overcast, moonless night in an unlit alley.
What is your point?
It would have been too dark to see.
It would have been dark. So dark you could not possibly have correctly identified the people involved.
Hey, I swear, I saw what I saw.
Hold on, Falcon. You slipped up. You say that the alley was unlit, but I distinctly recall there being lanterns over the Rue des Marzats.
Oh, that's right. We live in La Ville Lumière. There's a gas lamp on every street.
You're right, Madame Beaumont. There are street lanterns over the Rue des Marzats, but they wouldn't have been any good.
Well, why wouldn't the lamps been any good? I don't think the letter... Wait, the glass shards that Sparrowson found because he stepped on them because the street lamps were broken. That's why there would have been no light, and you could have identified my associate, Cocorico.
The street lamps over the Rue des Marzats were broken. They are completely non-functional. Like your wiener, Sparrowson. It's not appropriate. Oh, it was a wicked burn, though. Now is not the time. As proof, I present the glass shards that line the alleyway. These shards originate from the panes of the broken lamps. Oh, and I've still got the holes in the sole of my shoe. Double proof.
Those glass shards could have come from anywhere.
You could send one of your underlings to see the broken lamps for themselves if you want.
And waste more time? I think not. This sounds like a stalling tactic. This is not a stalling tactic.
Excuse me, Beaumont? I don't remember whether the street lamps were not broken. But I do remember that we used a torch to light up the scene.
See, even Fontaine agrees with me.
Whose side are you on?
Oh, I'm just saying, Falcon might be right. It was particularly dark, so it's possible that there weren't any lit street lamps.
See, Fontaine knows this shit.
Are you saying I'm a liar? I thought we were buddies.
Stop quibbling, both of you. Maybe the lamps are broken, maybe they weren't. It doesn't matter. You are a horrible prosecutor / judge. I know that Piero's testimony is accurate because I personally saw the rooster at the crime scene 1 minute after Piero did.
1 minute? That's plenty of time for the real murderer to escape and for a passerby to stumble upon the scene, is it not? You must acknowledge that it is a possibility.
I acknowledge nothing.
There's an inkling of doubt. You know that there's the slightest notion that Piero may be misremembering what he saw. You know it.
And don't badger the prosecution, Monsieur Falcon.
I wasn't badgering. I was falconing.
On to the next witness. Madame Beaumont, do you have anyone in mind?
Is it Beaumont? And I was saying Beaumont the whole time. Embarrassing. I do. There is someone among us who is something of a gun connoisseur. A man who knows everything there is to know about the craft of weaponry.
That's me, I know these things.
Shut up, Piero. Get off the stand.
Yes, ma'am.
It's gotta be Fontaine. I call Fontaine forward?
Oh, very well. Now, Fontaine, is it true that you are a gun specialist?
Well, like, I hate to brag, but, yeah. I know about guns and their mechanics. This is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for shooting, this is for fun. They're beauty. Have you heard about the revolver mechanisms America's developing? Wonderful stuff. Fontaine, let's stick to the guns that we found at this crime scene, okay? Tell us about those. Oh, right. Very well. This is the gun found on Severin Coquereau's person at the time of the arrest. It is a standard issue percussion lock Châtellerault, gendarmerie, as I butcher French words. Pistol, 24 centimeter length, 15 millimeter caliber. Lots of police and soldiers carry these dull things. It's the gun that says, I am the reliable man of the law. Oh, that sounds like Cocorico. But we know that gun was not originally Cocorico's. That gun was given to Cocorico by Voltaire, the rooster law officer, the head of, like, whatever the Paris cops are. So if, like, Voltaire killed Croque Monsieur, he would have the exact same type of gun. Because he gave that kind of gun to Cocorico.
Doesn't? Cocorico's always told me that the riding crop was a self-defense weapon of choice. He likes to whip people in the face.
Oh, did he whip you?
Don't ask.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, Sparrowson. It's strange, though, that Cocorico would have the gun in the first place.
Alright, so the pistol's been added to our evidence folder. Oh, and this time, and this is the gun found on Croque Monsieur's corpse, lightly clutched in his hands. Oh, this is the one we saw, the one he talked about, the double-barreled one. It's a turnover pistol, double-barreled, ivory handle, 20 centimeter length, 13 millimeter caliber. It's an exquisite and highly customized gun. It's one of a kind. Whoever used this weapon knew their stuff. I'm assuming the caliber is going to matter when we find the bullet, if we find the bullet. The Croque Monsieur was a legendary arms dealer. It's no surprise that his personal weapon would be something so flamboyant. That was so him. He was such a croc. Turnover pistol has been added to your evidence folder. But what's really fascinating about the Croque Monsieur's gun is ammunition. See, the bore of the pistol has been fitted with a set of grooves. It's a rifled pistol. Please stop, Fontaine. I didn't call you up here to show off your gun knowledge. Beaumont, that's exactly why you called him up here. Beaumont. Wait, what? Tell us what you uncovered when you examined the Croque Monsieur's bullet wound. Oh, right. Well, a lead bullet was embedded in the middle of Croque Monsieur's sternum, and he appeared to have a straight angle of entry. Oh, so in other words, the Croque Monsieur was facing his killer when he was shot. Oh, that's right. The other interesting point was the Croque Monsieur's outer clothing were singed. Ah, so you're saying he was shot very close. Typically only occurs if a person is close enough to a gunshot to be directly burned by the gun muzzle's flash. And how close does a person have to be burned by a muzzle flash? Beaumont, why don't we shoot you with a gun and find out? Oh, less than 3 meters, I'd say. 5 at the most. Then there is no chance that there was a rogue sniper on the rooftops? The Croque Monsieur's killer was standing in the Rue des Marzats themselves? As is plainly evident, only one person was found in the Rue des Marzats at the time of the incidents. Prosecutor Cocorico! Uh-oh. Oh, shoot.
Well said, madame. I think you just unequivocally prove this bird's guilt. Not so fast. I would like to cross-examine the witness, if you please. I don't think so. You're overstepping your bounds, bird. This is a mockery of a trial.
Let the lawyer try, Remus. When he fails, there'll be absolutely no doubt to anyone in the room that Cocorico is nothing but a bloodthirsty murderer. Alright, bitch. Dogman. Let's see. A standard issue 15mm caliber The Genamodari pistol was found in Cocorico's person. A highly customized double-barrel turnover pistol was found in Croc Monsieur's hand. The Croc was shot in his chest and his clothes were singed, indicating a close-range gunshot. What do we have evidence-wise? I really don't know what we're going to do here. Double-barrel pistol. We do have a way to find and remove the bullet. I would think we need to use that. We have an invoice that the Croc Monsieur dropped to deliver guns here. That doesn't seem relevant. Pamphlet on the Cult of Reason, signed by Silvius. Another one that Sparrow found in the catacombs. Valerti is asking for help. A book of judges. It's got to be the guns, but what about the guns? Poopsterton. Let's ask about the pistol.
Fontaine, I have a question regarding Cocorico's, gendarmerie pistol.
I know what caliber means. Let's see if the gun was fired.
Is there any way to tell whether a gun has been recently fired?
Oh, that's an excellent question. Yes, there's a couple of ways. For around a minute after firing, the pistol's barrel is going to be hot to the touch. That's a dead giveaway. But you could also check for gunpowder residue in the barrel and chamber. That would indicate that a gun has been fired since being cleaned.
So by your own analysis, you would say that Cocorico's weapon was fired last night.
Good, we can look for forensic evidence to see if there's gunpowder in it.
Oh, it is difficult to say, but none of us thought to check the pistol's barrel temperature at the time of the incident, so we can't use that method.
If I check for gunpowder residue now, I see a little in the barrel. That could indicate a recently fired weapon, but it could also indicate a lack of proper maintenance.
So basically, you don't know whether this weapon was or wasn't fired last night.
Somehow I do not think this is going to be convincing enough to convince the lion lady to let Cocorico go.
Oh no, monsieur. If we cannot be certain whether Cocorico even fired his gun, then this whole trial ought to be thrown off. Nice try, Falcon, but Cocorico is still our prime suspect. He was standing over the Croc Monsieur's body with the weapon in his hands. If that gun is not the murder weapon, then what is? Oh, this isn't working. Try another approach, Falcon. I'm trying everything I can.
We have no more questions about the, Do we ask about the caliber thing? Do we need that to unlock things? Alright, let's pick a statement to question. You know what, this is where we're going to end this episode. I don't know what we're going to do next. I don't know. I mean, obviously, if we can get some forensic evidence and find the bullet that killed the Croc Monsieur, we could solve things. We've got the bullet detector. I don't know how we get to that point, if we get to that point. Either way, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Oh, maybe if we click on chest, we can check out his chest? I'll see you all next time when hopefully we can get Cocorico off in a non-sexual way. I made it creepy at the end. Take it easy, everybody.